Welcome to Ellis Mowers and Mower. Haven't had one of these in yet for any major repairs, but this is one of them newer Murray MT200 riders that are made in China by a Chinese company. And got a few things that need taken care of on this thing. This thing's only about 3 years old. I wanted to show you some of the things that have already gone wrong. Granted, this looks like it's been used somewhat hard, so take it with what you get. But this is basically feels like a clone of an MTD, but it's not. There's quite a few things that are different on it, and one of them I'll show you around it, and then hopefully what we're going to be able to do is fix a no drive issue with this thing, and hopefully we'll be able to. So given all that, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll show you around this, show you the issues that I see with it, and then we'll continue to fix it and hopefully get it back right again. Alright, let me take you for a walk around this thing. Murray MT200. You would think it would have a Chinese engine on it, but it has. The Brick & Stratton EX 1900, 19 horsepower Briggs in it. So that's, I guess, alright. And then, funny thing is, the throttle cable is messed up on it. The throttle cable's come out of its self down here in the back. So it's not moving the throttle very well, unfortunately. So it essentially needs a new throttle cable. Who knows if I'd be able to find one. But the main issue we're going to get fixed today, hopefully, is the transmission. Now this transmission is, remember them general CVT transaxles that they put in some stuff? Well, this is pretty darn close to that, unfortunately. I'm going to pull the battery and show you. But yeah, the rest of the mower seems okay. At least it's got grease fittings on the front for the wheel spindles, and I believe it, and then on the wheels as well. So that's nice. So we got that going on. It's got an off-brand battery in here too. A lot of corrosion on it, so I need to charge it and see if it'll take a charge. If not, I'll have to put a battery in it. But I do need to remove the battery to see if I can get this transmission thing resolved. Because whenever you put it in forward here and push the pedal, it does not move. It's like it's bound up somewhere. So that's a pretty big deal. I'm going to remove the battery. We're going to get down there, and maybe it's just like some debris cleaning and a little bit of movement. It's not much to it. So if we can get everything freed up on it, then hopefully that's all we're going to have to do here. Alright, so one of the things I wanted to show you, I kind of figured this out after looking at it, is this transmission belt down here. If you look on this side, that pulley right there, this belt is on the wrong side of that. This is the second time this has happened to this mower. I don't know why, but I am going to get the belt back on it and see if that solves our driving issue. So I got to get up underneath the mower here. I'll see how to get this belt or this pulley back on, or this belt on this side of the pulley, and that is what we're going to have to do. So let's see, I've already got the park brake down, so I think I just need to put the belt on that side of the pulley right there. Says it's right over here. I think that's all I've got to do to get this thing back going. I got the battery charging on the charger as well, and we'll see what we end up having to do with that also. Alright, so we are back in business, which is good. I thought we had a stuck drive pedal, but it looks like everything was alright. It was just that belt. So if I can get down here and show you where I had to go, was this rear pulley, which is, where is it? Right there. That's a 17 millimeter. I had to loosen that and then get the belt back around the guide there in order to get it back on. So that's how it goes. It goes on the inside of the front pulley and the outside of the rear tension pulley here. and that ended up fixing the issue. So that was good. It is a little bit of a bummer that the throttle cable is bad on this thing, but it does everything else that it needs to. I'm gonna check my message just to make sure that I've gotten everything that I need to that he wants taken care of on this. What I'm suspecting is, and this happens with some of the Husqvarnas and stuff, is that a lot of times people use the brake to stop on these type mowers, where all you really have to do is let off the pedal. So I'm wondering if that's causing the issue that he is having, but it is back going again. So I'm going to check all the tire pressures and stuff, make sure everything's straight on that. If he wants me to service it, I'll service it. Like I said, I just need to check the message and everything from it, and we'll send this one on down the line here after I do all of that. But I mean, I guess what I could do is share what I think about these from the limited time I've seen them so far, because they are only the oldest ones are only like 3 years old at this point. So you'll see Snapper as well, as they brought that name back for these Chinese-made mowers. But overall, after 2 years, it's decent, I suppose, aside from the transmission belt jumping and the throttle cable going bad, which is kind of an unfortunate thing. But the rest of the machine looks like it's doing halfway decent, probably right on par with any MTD mower out there, and just a little bit less of the price. Alright guys, so got it out here, aired up the tires, and everything looks good on it, which is good. I'll show you that it drives like it's supposed to now. Glad it's not a transmission issue, it's just a belt issue again, but it seems like I said, this is the second time I've done that to this mower in about a year's span. So I was going to suggest to the guy to make sure that he does what he needs to, doesn't use the brake to stop it, just lift off the pedal and just use it as a parking brake. So that's all I'm going to suggest, really. I think it's going to be fine otherwise, because there's no other reason why it should be jumping off unless it's getting jarred or hit or something. But yeah, I'll show you that it drives here real quick. So that's pretty much it for this. It looks like they did put a new tire on the left front. I wonder if they ran over or something. This mower probably hasn't lived the best life, but it's still working good. Just wanted, because I haven't really had any of these in, and I know a lot of these are out on the market right now. And so I just wanted to kind of give you a quick overview of what I think of them. And like I said, they're probably on par with a entry-level MTD mower. What I don't like is it's got that CVT transaxle. The Veradrive I think would be a little bit more reliable, but only time will tell on that. And unfortunately, like I said, the throttle cable's bad already, and the belt, transmission belt, seems to like jumping off every once in a while. But that could be kind of how the person is using it, as opposed to a manufacturing defect or anything like that. But yeah, y'all tell me what you think. I know I'll probably get the Chinese junk comments, but most of the stuff we've got now is made in China, and just assembled in the USA. This right here, basically some Chinese company took an MTD mower and decided to change a few things and throw this together, and that's what we've got. So, I mean, for just a residential use, I'm sure it'll be fine. But these things are the cheapest ones you can buy now. I think like $1,800, and they'll just get beat to death. So we'll see how they hold up. I'm sure I'll see more of these coming in the years ahead. Wanted to get a video out here since these are on the market still. You can buy this exact mower. Just to tell you what I think of them and what you may need to look out for. Also, the alignment is a little bit out on this already, but looks like you could just adjust it pretty easily with a tie rod adjustment tool. So, you know, take what you can get. Some of this is a little bit more serviceable than MTD, but you could tell that some of the corners and quality has been cut as well. I do appreciate y'all watching. We got this mower back going again. I'll see if he wants me to service it and stuff. But I wanted to make this video for y'all, and hopefully it helped y'all out. Let me know if y'all have seen these in your shop or worked on these already. Let me know what you think, if there's any other defects that I've missed. I do appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.